This is a very old concept, made new by the terrible economy. That was a Facebook comment that I get as I was out there promoting co-living and co-living investing. And I've got to be honest, I don't disagree. I think because rents have risen so much, we've printed so much money, and the economy has not grown quite at the rate we've wanted to over the last couple of years, then I agree. It's forced people to look for new housing options and new alternatives to investing. Now, I don't think it's all bad. Keep in mind, I lived in co-living homes for 13 years myself. I had an absolute blast living in these co-living homes and even officiated the wedding of one of my housemates and became best friends with some of my other housemates. And so co-living communities can really be a beautiful way to live. I have this vision for the future that people will want to live in a co-living community, which is basically a shared house where they rent a room instead of the whole house. People will want to live in that, I believe, in the future more than they would want to live on their own, because ultimately humans are social creatures, and with social media and everything, it kind of is taking us a little bit more away, distance from each other. And I believe co-living brings people back together and kind of forces us to live more in community with each other. I love it. I think it's great. My parents used to always call it multi-generational living. A lot of the Asian cultures really espouse this type of living. And actually, there's a guy, Dan Buettner, who wrote the book called Blue Zones, who actually said that multi-generational type living has some potential to extend your life and help you live to be a centurion, which means you could live to be 100 years old. So I think for a variety of reasons, it's very good. And I think it's good for us as well. And also, it's just a smart financial decision. You get to spend more on things you care about versus having to spend it on your housing. So has it come about from a bad economy? Well, yes, I think so in some extent, but I also think it's doing a lot of good for investors who are getting great returns. And I think it's doing really, really great for the tenants who are getting to live in a place that's reasonably priced.